All right, addicts, check this out. We have Chuck from Devis Tater on the phone. Chuck, how you doing, brother?
Good, Billy. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man. Now let's talk a little bit about Devis Tater, man. This is a solo project, right?
Yes, sir. Do it all myself.
Cool, man. Cool. Well, tell us a little bit about this project.
Well, been a musician for a long time. Mostly played guitar and singing, and I just wanted to broaden my horizons musically, I guess. See what I could do on drums, see what I could do on keyboards and bass. Try to put it together, and I keep working at it. And this is what's coming out.
Cool, man. Cool. How'd you come up with the name Devis Tater?
I had many different Tater names. There was Regular Tater in a band. There was Fat Tater in a band. Now I'm Devis Tater.
Cool. Now, how do you go about writing your music, man?
Really depends how I'm feeling that day, I guess. I could start with a riff that I had. I could just go in blind. Or start with keyboards. It doesn't really matter. I'd have no actual way that I dissect it. I just go for it.
Cool. How would you describe your music to people?
Odd. I don't know. It's a little bit of everything. Just a mixture of genres and, peppered with anger.
Cool, man. Now, have you played a lot of live shows?
Oh, yeah. I've been in multiple bands.
Cool.
Done a lot of stuff, yeah.
Now, what would you say are the best and worst things about playing live gigs, man?
The best things are just the people. It's awesome playing in front of people and getting your word out. There's not too many that sucks. Maybe sound engineers and fights or something like that. I don't know. It's really a good feeling to play live.
Cool, cool. What's the strangest thing you ever seen on a gig?
Strangest things that I've ever seen at a gig probably be just crazy fights, horrible things, guys beating up on women and just nonsense.
Oh, man.
Don't like any of that, really. I try not to invoke it, but it does happen.
Right, man. Now, the first song I want to play tonight is I Will Not Forget. What can you tell us about that tune?
Just trying to remember who I am. I'm not going to forget who I am, no matter what I have to go through in life.
Cool, man. Cool. All right, addicts, check this out. This is I Will Not Forget from Devis Tater, and we'll be right back with stuff.
Wait until we all die. 'Cause I will not forget. 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 'Cause I
All right, addicts, we are back with Chuck from Devis Tater. How's it going, brother?
Going good.
Sweet, sweet, man. So now, when did you first start playing, man? And when did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
I'd say even when I was a little kid, we always had a beat-up acoustic guitar and a piano at the house. Always fiddled it with it as a kid. Probably about 15, I got my first guitar. It was all downhill from there.
Cool, man, cool. So how about the first song you can remember learning to play?
First song, I have to be Crazy Train, of course.
Oh, sweet. Cool.
Learn all the metal stuff from, Metallica, got all into that. Just all the cliche music that you're supposed to learn when you're a young
Right.
kid.
Who would you say your musical influences are?
Musical influences, big time Pink Floyd fan. I love them. Another Brick in the Wall always kills me. Love Meshuggah, Mr. Bungle, like Devin Townsend and Strappy Young Lad. I like, Roberta Flack, Johnny Cash, all sorts of stuff. I've been getting into that Mechana lately. I can't wait for their new album.
Cool, man. So it's pretty diverse.
Very much so.
Cool, man. So now, when you're not writing or playing out or, doing stuff musically, man, what do you do? What do you enjoy doing, man? What do you do for a day off?
I make music, really. I absolutely love music. It takes me away from everything. All my problems, everything that's going wrong with life, I just turn to music. I can always play guitar, always play piano, play the drums. It doesn't matter. It just takes me away to a better place.
Cool, man, cool. Now, what would you say is the most rock star thing that's happened to you?
Well, I did a Fat Tater solo album with guy Mark Berry from Attack Records. Got to fly out to New Jersey, Caldwell, New Jersey, at Broccoli Rod Studios, and stayed there for a little over a week, and I recorded a whole CD. And it was just awesome because pretty much I owned the studio.
Cool.
Do whatever I want. It was awesome.
Real cool, man. So let's take it the other way, man. Do you have any Spinal Tap moments you want to talk about?
Spinal Tap moments. Well, I did have a Marshall, and it did go to 11. Nice. But No, nothing too. I mean, just like any musician, it's always a struggle.
Right.
Always.
Cool, man. Now, the next song I want to play is a self-titled song, Devis Tater. What can you tell us about that tune?
That was just a path I'm going, and I wanted to let everybody know I'm here.
Cool, cool. All right, addicts, check this out. This is Devis Tater with Devis Tater. We'll be right back with Chuck. All right, addicts, we're back with Chuck from Devis Tater. Chuck, how's it going, man?
Going good, keeping it metal.
Sweet, sweet, brother. Now, are you working on a CD, man? Do you have one out?
Like I said, I do have a Fat Tater CD out on social that I recorded in Jersey. It's available at like vh1.com or fye.com. As far as the Devastator album, I'll definitely put one together soon, but I just keep writing material. I can't stop, and I can't really pick what I love because I always like the newest thing. So
Cool, man, cool. Now, I'm reading your Reverb page here, man, and it says you've written and recorded over 700 songs. That's fucking amazing, brother.
probably close to 1,000. I just try to be humble. Done so much work, and I've got like 3 or 4 computers full.
Holy shit,
I
man.
can't stop. But maybe that'll be my legacy one day. Like 2 weeks before I die, I'll just listen to everything and be like, wow.
Yeah, there you go. Cool, man. Now, are you on a label now, or are you looking for one?
Not really looking for one, but if something great arises that I really couldn't pass up, I'd take it.
Cool.
Yeah, really trying to push as much as I can.
Right, right. So now, what would you say is your ultimate goal here for Devis Tater?
Really just to get my message to the masses, let people realize they're in a twisted world and that we should probably be better instead of being so hateful.
Cool, man. Now, you have any upcoming shows?
No, not really with Devastator. I mean, I do have a bunch of people that I played with, and I could always rile them back up, but as of right now, I'm still trying to just focus on, creating the absolute sound that I'm looking for.
Right, right. Now, where can the listeners find Devastator?
You can go to the Reverb Nation page, Reverb Nation /Devastator, and on there's many links for SoundCloud and Music Cloud, MySpace. It's got everything because I really do a diverse type of music. I do a lot of ballads, I do a lot of melancholy stuff, a lot of angry stuff.
Cool, man.
Mostly what I put on the Reverb Nation is just strictly heavy, but every now and then do acoustic stuff. It doesn't matter to me.
Cool, cool, real cool. Now, the last song I want to play tonight is Your Life. What can you tell us about that tune?
Pretty much that people tend to waste their life with nonsense, just human garbage, and you really have to enjoy the experience. You have to know what it's all about. You have to take time and smell the roses, as they say.
Right.
And pretty much I really write to myself. I always write to me, letting me know what I should be doing more, what I could be doing better, stuff like that.
Cool, man. Cool.
That's what your life's about.
Well, Chuck, man, I want to thank you for calling in tonight, man. It's been a pleasure.
I thank you, Billy. It was awesome.
Sweet, man. Stick around for 1 second. Check this out, addicts. This is Devastator with Your Life, and I'll be right back.
Now I have to believe in God.
Your life. Your life.